Hi guys, Jeff Westfall back with lesson 3 in the combat loop techniques and tactics. But first, a commercial. My email address, rpmaa1@gmail.com. If you have any questions about the combat loop, you want to purchase one, you want to design one of your own for purchase, or you just want to ask me about techniques and tactics, drop me a line. Let's get to the lesson. So we've already worked on creating connections. We've worked on dissolving connections when that was something we wanted to do. Now let's work on moving from one connection to another. The sequence we're going to do for this lesson today is a very simple one, but a really, really useful one. One of the most useful grips that you will use, not as a long-term grip, but it's in transition, is going to be your finger hook. And it can be a single finger or any number of fingers. But once your fingers are through the loop, then you have a certain amount of control. You can even use your finger hook to twirl, and we're going to be doing twirling techniques and exercises later. But the finger hook is especially good when you're simply catching your rope as it's fallen from different positions. You'll catch it last with your finger hook. You'll frequently drop it from other grips down into a finger hook and then regain it, which is our sequence for today. So I'm going to approach the camera, cut my head off, and show you some of the handwork, and then I'll back up to show you a more overall view of it. So initially, my fingers are through the loop. Now because my hand is higher than my elbow, I don't need to have my fingers curled shut to keep the rope, but there's nothing wrong with having it that way. And of course, if I point my hand up, it'll hang off my thumb. I only need curl the fingers when I drop my hand down at my side. So imagine this is hanging down at my side, and my fingers are hooked around it. I'm going to turn it to palm up, supinate my forearm. I'm going to insert my thumb, so that's going to go like this. I spread out so that the whole hand shoots through the loop, and then I turn my palm down, and my little finger leads my other fingers around the edge on one side. My thumb goes around the edge on the other side, and I end up with a thumb and index finger loop around both lines, a loop around my wrist, and a second loop out here. I call this the inside double loop because you've made two loops. This would be another form of double loop. You've made two loops, and one of them is tightly closed around your wrist. The other one is free and open for use. So inside double loop, finger hook. So I'll back up just a little bit. From the finger hook, I take my thumb through. I now have my wrist through. That's the second connection. This is a valid connection in and of itself. And then I will turn down, thumb going to one side, little finger leading the four fingers around the other side. And then if I turn my fingers up, I can even open my thumb and it will stay right in there. But I can also close around it. And this is going to be a very useful grip when we start doing some of our hooking and spinning techniques. So I'm going to back up now and show you this sequence. So it's in finger hook position. I let it dangle. Now this is where I didn't get to show you this closer. Initially, as I try to get my thumb through, if I leave my arm dangling, it's difficult to get your thumb through. You can do it if you kind of throw the rope up a little bit with your fingers. It's a little bit of cheating. But if I simply lift just 30 degrees or so, it's really easy to get my thumb through. As I'm lifting, I push the thumb through, and now I'm here. I get the fingers around, and I'm in position. From here, I would usually start swinging it, although I don't have to. And at any point, I could stop swinging it, kill its momentum, and I'm back in this grip. And if I drop my hand, it goes right to the finger hook. So finger hook, wrist inside, thumb and forefinger. Drop to the finger hook, wrist inside, thumb and forefinger. That's pretty much it. At each of these points, you can stop if you like. Finger hook, I could swing it, stop the swing, push my wrist inside. This is the least useful swing, but you can do it, right? I can stop that swing. And now, fingers and thumbs around, and now I'm in a really great grip for swinging, okay? So that's our first exercise, going from finger hook to wrist insertion to inside double loop grip, which is one of your first and most important early grips. we'll leave it at that. Next time I'm going to show you a cute little thing I figured out recently. I call the Helix. And I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get something you can train with, if nothing but just a length of rope that you tie the ends together. And I hope you enjoy practicing these techniques. Take care, and I'll see you next time.